Welcome to Dobby's Repairs. I'm Dobby the Fixing Elf, and this is What's in My Toolbox, the series where I show you the tools I use to repair cars and fix things. So let's find out what's in my toolbox today. Under this installment, we have this US.PRO 2044 flare nut spanner set. So let's roll it out and see all the spanners. There's a metric flare nut set. As I said, it's the 2044, and it's got a variety of different sizes in it, as you can see. So we've got an 8 and a 9, a 10 and 11, a 12 and a 13, 14 and a 15, a 16, 17, 19, 21, and then the big one, which is 22 and 24. So let's got the big one out, and the offset to help you get into those rather tight and awkward spots for brake lines and other various fitting brake lines, fuel lines, hydraulic lines. Obviously this is probably meant for a slightly bigger vehicle, but again, really handy to have. They have this nice chrome finish to them, they feel really nice in the hand, and they've got these little, what's this, this little offset, so it makes it quite easy for getting into the spots. You know, for getting onto the actual flare line, because sometimes you need to go round a thing, like you go into like a housing, like an ABS sensor. Let's put a slightly bigger one out. Let's pop this one back in. So it comes with a lovely pouch, as I said. This pouch is quite nice, got little eyelets on the top, so if you want to hang it off something you can. It does work quite well like that. Don't normally use that, normally just take the ones I need. For instance, the 40mm does the fuel lines on a lot of 1.6 HDI Peugeot Citroen group engines, the DV6 engines. It's on a fair bit when I'm changing injectors, it just makes it easier and no risk of rounding off the fastness. And then we've got the smaller ones for brake lines, like an 8 and a 9, which is quite useful. I do like that, it covers a lot of sizes. It does skip 18, but I haven't ever seen an 18mm flare nut. There may be them out there, but usually I use the 8. I don't say I've never seen a 9 either, but I know they're out there. And then you've got like this one, which is a 10 and 11. Again, they're all nicely finished, they feel really good in the hand. Let me just try and adjust the camera a bit so I can give you guys a bit better view. And yeah, they're really nice. They have a nice finish to them. They've got the US.PRO stamped to them, and they've got the sizes stamped to them, so you can't rub it off, which is always nice. I have got a bit of brake line here, so, well, fuel line actually. So this is a bit of fuel line, this is the sort of thing you can use them on. So this is off a Transit, I think. Oh, when I replaced it anyway, and then this is a spare piece. Let me grab the right size. What do you think this is? Is it going to be a 15? No, it's got to be a 17. So grab that out, that's 17. And yeah, so basically what you can do is you can flip it over the lines, work your way down to the end. Go to 17. 17, there we are. And that just gives you more corners to bite onto. These are 12 points, which is an interesting design for these flare nuts, so you can get on at slightly different angles. So if the bolt's in a more awkward spot and you can't get on the flat, you can get on the corners as such. And it makes it easy, makes it less likely to round off these sort of lines. And especially when you're dealing with like lines like this one. Are fairly big. Okay, so ends like this are fairly big. Sometimes you need to sneak on there. So you sneak on and then you just go to town, turn it down, and that's where the offset comes in really handy. Let's just say this goes into a sensor or into a pump, or just even into the head or into the fuel pump. I'm not quite sure where this comes from, I can't remember, it's so long ago now, as you can see it's quite old. Yeah, you get in there, and you can reverse it around as well, so you can get on the way. So it gives you an option of different clearances, and they're fairly well made. They have a nice heft to them, which is nice. I found them really useful. Like I said, I have to admit, in this set, usually the ones they're pulling out is this one here, and this one here. These are three out of the set I use the most. So we've got the 15 and 14, the 16 and 17, and then 8 and 9. Usually just working them away. And they do handle a lot of torque. Brake lines should be tight but not overly tight. Really useful for when you're changing calipers, and especially if you don't want to have to remake brake lines or fuel line. If you round off one of these nuts and you can't get the to tighten down properly, you have to remake the fuel line, which is a bit of a pain when you're trying to do a job quickly. So using these saves you time, makes it nice and easy. They've got really nice, really nice feel to them. Top ends are good. Let me just try and get you a zoom in view of it so you can actually have a really good look. We've got the 17 on, so yeah. Just zoom this in like this so you can actually see how they grip onto the bolt. Use this end because it's a bit nicer. Might be easy to go that way actually. You can see, hopefully you get it to focus. Now just spin it holds the bolt with the nut really nice. Then once you tighten these down, you don't want them coming loose because, for instance in this case, you'll be spraying fuel everywhere or brake fluid, all systems that are under pressure and require pressure to actually work. Especially brake lines, you do not want a loose, sorry about that, a loose fitting. You'll spend ages troubleshooting your brakes, you get spongy brakes, if not leak fluid everywhere, and it's just not safe. I'm going to move on to my final thoughts on these now. They are extremely handy to have, really useful. They come in this lovely little pouch. Just fling it in the tool bag or in the toolbox, and you know where they all are. Normally what I do is I roll it up like this, and then I will roll it other way. That's that way, yeah. Make sure you get the right way around. Roll it like this. And then just tighten it down, and then I'll chuck it in the tool bag like that so I can see the number. And I have to admit, the tools I use a lot, especially these US.PRO ones, I do tend to remember the numbers of the sets I'm looking for. So yeah, they're really handy, really useful, and obviously the pouch makes it easy to keep them secured and safe. Also protects them from some of the more dirtier elements that you might come across. But yeah, so I'm going to give these a 4 spanner rating, so 4 spanners will pop here as always. And obviously if you're new to the channel, I give all the tools I review a spanner rating between 1 and 5. 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. And yeah, it's a really good tool, a really handy little tool to have, really affordable tool. Definitely worth picking up if you're looking for a decent set of flare nut wrenches. And a huge thank you to my Fixing Club members, Rodney, Jason, Sebi and Mr. R. Thank you all for support, it really helps me and the channel out. If you'd like to know more about the Fixing Club and how to join, check the description down below. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, don't forget to hit that like button, it really helps both the channel and me out. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I post 2 videos a week, so by subscribing, you'll never miss a thing. Got any questions or suggestions? Drop a comment down below, and I'll do my best to reply to everyone. Here at Dobby Repairs, we're all about helping you learn how to work on your vehicle safely and showing you don't need to spend a fortune on tools to get the job done. Want to support the channel further? Become a member, starting at just 99p. Members get perks like early access to videos and more exclusive content. Keep fixing, and I'll see you in the next one.